is work out there. There is work. First, the 4 C's. The 4 C's are clubs, colleges, cruise ships, and corporations. Clubs are where you'll get your first work. Okay, then you're going to work toward colleges. Yeah, a little harder these days with everything being so, I'm offended kind of stuff. Cruise ships are great, but you got to have a lot of material. And corporations, it's got to be squeaky clean, but you could make thousands. I've got many friends of mine that make like $15,000 for 45 minutes work. And I am not kidding. And they work all the time doing corporate stuff. So, and I trained them. They're not just people that I know. They are my former students. So in Hollywood, there's all these things. There's comedy specials. There's all these ways you can do. You look at this list later if you want to and review this. Talk shows. Talk shows are all comedians now. Okay, sitcoms are based around, a lot of them around comedians or have comedians in them. What most people don't know is most of the writers are former comedians, and executive producers and stuff are former stand-up comedians, and the warm-ups too. Sketch shows, same thing. You host, appearances, writers, warm-up. I mean, once they learn that you know how to write jokes, write good, tight, well put together jokes, and you can come up with them regularly, there's a place, and there's places to get work in this town. Okay, game shows, that's a new one now. They had to replace the older guard that was passing away, and they got comedians. And they're all in. Before that, a lot of my comedian friends were actually auditioning for these shows and stuff. So I'm the writers for them and warm up for them. Movies, acting roles, writers, directors, Judd Apatow, Steve, go through the list of great comedians that have done them, Tim Allen, whom I know. All these people have taken stand-up and turned them into these lucrative Hollywood careers. So there's work out there for people that can get up and make a group of people laugh and know how to write jokes. So how to become a comedian? Well, look at all of these people. Look at all of them. 3 or 4 or 5 of them are my students. Several of them are just my friends. A bunch of them I just know, and a bunch of them I don't know. But here's what you need to know. Whoever your favorite comedian is, at the beginning of their career, they were you. There were someone with a normal job that wanted to become a comedian. They were an aspiring comedian just like you, I guarantee it. Talk to every one of them. They'll go, yeah, I started out this. I was working at a bank. I was doing this. I was parking cars. They're no different than you. So I'm saying there's no, they just got dedicated and stayed at it for years. And didn't get discouraged. Just kept at it. Okay? Some of them got really famous and some of them made a good living. Okay. That's the part of the breaks. Everybody doesn't get super famous. Okay? Imagine taking your first step to turning your dreams into reality. That is this class. Level 1, how to write a routine. That is this class. That's what it's built for. 40 years of experience in building all of these skills and techniques and principles that you'll follow as well in order to get you there. There's a path. If you want to get out there and share the laughter, Class 1, you'll learn to write jokes. Class 2, you'll be telling funny stories. Class 3, you'll start writing a routine. Class 4, you'll practice your routine, and by class 5, you'll have a completed routine. That's what it's about. It's a step-by-step process. Of course, it varies by how much people put in their time and effort, but the people who put in the time and effort get huge results from this class. And I've been, it's just so much fun to watch them because I get to go out to the clubs all the time and see, every time I go to a club, I see 4 or 5 of my students performing or there or hanging out or about to perform. Every club in Southern California. I can never go to a club in Southern California, and some of them are very famous.